it is time for some EA Sports UFC 3. And I have to give a big shout out to EA. They let me and a few other people come up to Vancouver to record a little EA Sports UFC 3 early. So, of course, I appreciate that. Shout out to the Diaz, the producers that we met, everyone that was there. It was a really great time. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, some UFC 3 gameplay. And of course, I'll have tutorials and all of that soon. I'm going to be dropping videos like crazy, so be ready for that. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have Anthony Pettis against Nate Diaz. You know who I'm rocking with, man. You know come on, man. You know I love Nate Diaz. And in this gameplay, I believe I was fighting Dion, aka iMav. And shout out to iMav, man. Really cool person. He's good people. And of course, like, I have to use Nate Diaz against iMav because he had my number. I know I was talking trash up there, but he really did have my number. And it was just fun, man. And you'll see in most of these gameplays that we were really standing up a lot because the stand-up is so different in a good way. The ground game and the grappling is pretty much the same, so we knew about that. But we all wanted to try out the stand-up. Like I said, the movement is different, the swaying is different, how vulnerable you are is completely different. And like I said, I will have videos breaking down everything, but I just wanted to get some gameplay out, especially this gameplay, because I actually fought okay. You know, I fought okay against iMav, and iMav is tough because you see he's throwing out the leg kicks, which he should be doing with Anthony Pettis. And a big thing this year is your leg health does not regenerate. And if you don't check those kicks, I found out the hard way multiple times. If you do not check those kicks, the fight will be over early. So you want to block high, you want to block low, of course. And there we go, another head kick. I tried to check, he throws a leg kick, another head kick, and then he's going to chill. One thing I really like about UFC 3 is that fighters don't really fight the same, which is a great thing. Anthony Pettis and Barboza, they have leg kick combos that Nate Diaz cannot throw. And on the flip side, Nate Diaz, he's a boxer, so he has punching combos that Anthony Pettis cannot throw. And you'll see the difference in this gameplay. You see the leg speed of Anthony Pettis is out of this world. He's quick. But the hand speed of Nate Diaz, the hand speed, man, if you have a boxer and you know what you're doing, you're going to have a lot of fun. This whole time, I did not know what I was doing, and I had a lot of fun, so I can't wait to actually learn the game. So one thing you will notice off the rip, and you'll see it in this gameplay, is you have to be careful, man. You're vulnerable at any point in the fight. If you rock somebody, they can just slip one punch and rock you right back. Nobody is safe 100% of the time on UFC 3. There is less room for error, and like I said, I found out the hard way a bunch of times, man. Look, I was over there getting knocked out. It was embarrassing, but it's all good, man. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. But the thing is, when you lose on this game, you know what you did wrong. You know what you did wrong. And so, if you try to play this game like UFC 2, it will not work. It will not work at all, and I like it that way. So, end of the round, Pettis trying to push, head kick, Nate Diaz stepping up a little bit. I do have that little jab leg kick combo, but you see my leg is jacked up because I'm not checking. The first round, my leg is jacked up, and that health does not come back. It's only on the leg. Your legs do not recover. And so that's on me. I'm not checking the leg kicks, so I cannot be mad about it. I'm going to talk trash about it, but I'm not going to be mad about it. You know, talking trash is what I do. I'm sorry. So here we go. Round 2. We're having a great fight. And really, I had to get into, like, online mode a little bit. Like most people, I would just, you know, stand up and bang. You know that. But in iMav's case, it's just like, hold on. He fighting. He fighting totally different. I thought this was online gaming. I had to slow the fight up a little bit. So you see the leg kick to the takedown. That's the grapple advantage. You all know about the grapple advantage. And of course, Nate Diaz has the boxing, but his ground game is also A1. So you're going to see me try to do a little damage on the ground. And I have to do it, man. I had to slow the fight up because, one, I was not checking the kicks. So the fight was pretty much over if I kept standing. So we move to the top mount. And you will see, man, the grappling on the ground in the clinch, denying, all of that is pretty much the same. So if you like to wrestle on UFC 2, if you like going to the ground, you'll be okay coming out the gate on UFC 3. So like I said, we were mainly standing up because we wanted to get used to the stand-up. But I'm no slouch when it comes to grappling. I feel okay saying that. And of course, IMAV is no slouch when it comes to grappling, so I had to be careful. And there we go. I got the deny, and we're on land too, so that just made everything a lot better. I messed up. So here we go with submissions, and now I have a full tutorial on this because they are completely different from UFC 2. The mini game is the same, but how you play the mini game is different. And like I said, coming soon, dropping all day. I have tutorials, and I hope you all watch them. I'm not the best, but I can give you the basics, you know, the one-on-ones. I got you on that. So here we go. Top mount. Nate Diaz going to work. Tried to land that hook really quick. You know, I like to make people work when I'm on the ground. We go to side control, throw a few elbows. There we go. Oh, I thought I blocked that. I was kind of slouching. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I was slouching on the ground a little bit. Maybe I tried to deny it, and I was just messing up. He denied the transition. Like I said, everything on the ground, pretty much the same. But I had to slow the fight down. And I already know that I'm going to work on striking this year. I promise you that. Because when I was fighting the devs and producers, and even IMAV, man, and MMA game, they had the head movement down. And that's just something I lack. So I'm going to have to work on that. Just moving around the octagon, get the head movement going, and checking those kicks. Working on my defense. I know it sounds like a lot, but I will get it down. So end of the second round, you see me cutting off some of his attacks. And that's what I really like about UFC 3. You can cut off attacks. You can catch them slipping. Caught him with an overhand right there. I tried to push a little bit. Nate Diaz knocked him down. End of the second round. Oh, man. I tried to end it, bro. I tried to end it. So round 3 is here. Just pay attention to round 3 and what goes down. Because what I was talking about earlier comes into play. I'm talking about leg health, how vulnerable you are. Nobody is safe, and I like it like that, man. I can't make mistakes that I would make on UFC 2. You see my left leg is flashing. Had to switch up real quick. I really have to check, man. This is disgusting, but there we go. Another knockdown. He tried to push up a little bit. Now I have Nate trying to push up. I have his head and blocked down, but he fired right back with a counter. He swayed, uppercut, instantly rocked. That's how it is on UFC 3. It will make some of you mad, but you just have to learn like I had to. Like, just don't make those type of mistakes. Get the head movement going, and do not get too aggressive. I ate a head kick, ate a leg kick. We blocked that. Another leg kick. Oh, man. I was really being stubborn, and you cannot be like that on UFC 3. Because on UFC 2, like I said, you can't play this like UFC 2, but you can get away with so much on UFC 2, especially when it comes to leg kicks. But I'm trying to fire back real quick, and I blocked down low. He went up top with the head kick, cut it off with an overhand, knocked him down. The knockdowns look so authentic on UFC 3. That straight overhand, or that jab overhand, I mean, it will catch somebody slipping. Now pay attention right here, man. Crucial. He's going to throw the leg kick, and you'll see my leg health never recovered from the first round. That's the way that it is, and he has me rocked, but he's not pushing yet. Cool. So once again, he's going to throw out a fire head kick. I tried to swing. I got caught. That's going to happen in UFC 3. Now look right here. He's pushing a little bit, right? But at any moment, the fight can turn. He got a leg kick, and look at the fire back. Boom. Rocked. And now I'm pushing. His head health is kind of low. So I say, you know what? I'm going to take my time, but I'm going to still keep going. The hook caught him. Now I'm just letting the hooks go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Stopped him. 209. I got lucky right there. I really did. But you can see the difference, man. You can see the difference in the fight styles. Nate Diaz is a boxer. Anthony Pettis more of a kickboxer, so he can't throw like Nate. There are so many different combinations in UFC 3. So, of course, we ran it back. Same people. I'm repping the 209. Dion has Anthony Pettis again. Like I said, I remember this gameplay because Dion is, like, his stand-up, it stands out. You can tell when it's Dion fighting. He's going to throw in the leg kicks the way he should. And I know I'm Nate Diaz because I'm not checking them, and I'm just trying to throw them hands. So we're going to see what's a little bit different in this fight. He has the head movement going. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. I love that, man. When it comes to combos in UFC 3, they feel rewarding. I like the simple, 1, 2, 3, 4, jab, straight. Of course, I like the cross, uppercut, cross. Shout out to Marshall. I like the jab, hook, uppercut, and I'm talking about with the boxer. So, of course, most of my combos are dealing with the hands. So, a lot of people were worried about the combos. I got folded, Nate. I got folded. A lot of people were worried about the combos. Trust me, once you get your hands on the game, once you get used to it, you'll realize you don't have anything to worry about. Of course, some combos you cannot throw like on UFC 2. Some of those cheese combos that involve the body kick, you cannot throw those on UFC 3, which personally, it is all good with me. So round 1, I'm taking it kind of slow. I got folded earlier, fam. Diaz, we got to get a comeback going. You see, Dion got the head movement going. 1, 2, how you doing? Hello, I'm here. Another 1, 2. He swayed the first one. And believe me when I say this, the slipping is going to be crucial in UFC 3. Just keep that in mind. Because when it happens to you, you're going to say, D-Man told me so. It happened to me a few times, and I got knocked out badly. It was bad. So in this gameplay, I would say pay attention to IMAV and Anthony Pettis, because what he is doing is the right thing. He has the head movement going, the leg kicks going, and of course, I'm not checking the way I should be. 1, 2, that overhand is amazing. When in doubt, throw that overhand out. But if they slip it though, you done. So just be aware of that. There we go. 1, 2, jab, body kick. I tried to get that going a little bit in this fight. 1, 2, another one. Keeping it simple. That's what I like to do with Nate. A little 1, 2, and if I get the body kick involved, it might be wraps. So here we go. Knocked down by Nate Diaz. I was pushing, man. I was being aggressive. He goes for the takedown. I get out the way. Once I see that I have you hurt, I was kind of pushing a little bit. But depending on who you're fighting, you can't always push. I was trying to get a little aggressive on the devs, and they showed me really quick that that was a bad idea. My bad. I'm sorry. But here we go. I kind of laid off a little bit. Now Anthony Pettis is pushing with the leg kick. Caught him with a straight. He caught me, man. Look, we were going back and forth. And I was really, 1, 2, 3, 4, hello. I was really worried about the leg kick. So end of the round, I rocked him. Nate Diaz doing his little stand-up thug thizzle. Looking okay, looking better, but still not looking right. You'll see I get rocked to the leg early. And let me tell you why I put an emphasis on checking the kick. Like I said, a lot of people will find it annoying that the health doesn't recover on the legs, but you cannot find it annoying at all because it's your fault if you don't check. If you do check, you return, I believe, 4 times the damage, 3 or 4 times the damage. So you remember the Chris Weidman Anderson Silva fight, right? That can basically happen. If you check a kick and they keep throwing them, you keep checking them, you can actually knock them down. So yeah, you want to check those kicks, trust me. Or you can do what I did earlier, and if they keep kicking, you will have the grapple advantage, go for a takedown. I know I'll end up doing that on UFC 3, depending on who I have, but if I have Nate Diaz, I'll definitely probably go for the takedown if I have a grapple advantage. So here we go, Anthony Pettis pushing. His block is worn down though, so I'm thinking about it. I'm low-key hunting. Watch out for that leg kick. 1, 2, 3. Put some hooks in the midst. Tasty. There we go. Now we pushing again. Look at the hand speed. Look at Nate. Look at Stockton. Had to slap that man really quick. Boy, Nate Diaz is a monster. I cannot wait to use some of these people on UFC 3, man. Like Choi. When I get my hands on Choi, I don't know what I'm going to do to people. It's going to be knockdown city, bro. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. There we go, pushing a little bit. That block is dumb, man. Once again, hand speed, throw a hook in the midst. Look at Nate Diaz. When he starts pushing, his stamina is so good on UFC 3. So when he starts pushing, you better cover up. You better do something. I am trying to let those hands loose. But here we go. Slow the fight down a little bit. I was getting tagged up, man. I will not lie to you. Like I said, man, I may have had my number, definitely. Like, we played a series of fights, and he definitely won the series, so I kind of appreciated every win I got against him. I'm not going to lie. So here we go. Triangle choke submission game once again. The biggest difference is you see me using all 4 gates. And not only that, but you can see some of your gate progress is carried over to the next stage. So that's good also, man. A lot of people had a problem with submissions last year. Well, this year it's made to kind of help you out a little bit. And I feel like it just works better this year. When I got used to it, I enjoyed it a little bit more than UFC 2. So here we go. Once again, full mount. I was swinging away. I was trying to get him out of here. Anthony Pettis was not hearing it though, fam. Just hanging on, surviving. So we're going to dip into round 3. We're going to end this round on the ground. And like I said, when UFC 3 first comes out, I would probably be wrestling people. I don't know, like people do not want to learn the ground game early, so I'll probably wrestle with a few people, stand up a little bit, but you all know my play style. I like to submit people. I like to grapple. So once again, oh, that boy came out running. Golly. So I got to cover up. And of course, round 3, it might be time to let loose. So I blocked the head kick. Okay, learning a little bit. But you're going to see Ultra Instinct, Nate Diaz, turn up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, knocked him down. Have a seat. Anthony Pettis. Once again, that hand speed. When Nate Diaz gets going, it's a wrap, bro. It really is, man. Well, he was exposing the boxing. We know that. But in some cases, the boxing is too much. You see me moving, punching at the same time. I love the pacing on UFC 3. I'm not done yet. We're going to keep going. He threw out the head kick, scrumptious. We eat those. Look at the pacing in UFC 3. You can keep going and going and going. Hawking him down a little bit. Uppercut. Another one. Oh, man, that third one's the charm, bro. Nate Diaz. That boxing. The stand-up. UFC 3. I like it way more than UFC 2, man. UFC 3, I'm sorry, man. It's amazing to me. That jump between UFC 2 and UFC 3 is definitely noticeable. In a stand-up, of course, I had to get used to it, but I'm loving Nate Diaz right now, man. I'm liking the stand-up, the grappling, clinching, just how vulnerable you are. It feels like a real fighting game. You cannot get away with a lot on here, and I love it. So more UFC 3 coming to you soon, probably all day. It depends, we'll see. Just like the video if you want to see more. Subscribe if you're new. Nate Diaz, repping 209. And you know I'm repping Nate on UFC 3. You all be easy. Peace.